Let's see here. Okay, it's live. Hello and welcome to today's stream. Today I'm gonna continue with some stuff. Last time I had a little animation. I needed to make an animation for an NPC, which is sort of what I call the flower tree, and I will show that shortly. And then I need to trigger that animation somehow and trigger a whole little event in the game. I'm quickly gonna put this live stream on just a link on my Discord server, with which you are also very welcome to join if you have questions and stuff. There we go. Maybe do like this. Little Tuesday stream like that. Yeah, so anyways, so today we're looking at, I can show the sort of NPC here and stuff. So we've made this guy, yeah, and you can talk to it, made some dialogue and stuff. And the idea with this NPC is that you need to make pancakes in the game, and this tree has flour, you know, I mean, not the thing you need to make the pancakes, the flour. This is a flower tree. So I want to hit it with this mallet that you have over here, so you can pick this up, and then I want to be able to use that on this, and it's supposed to play an animation where all this white stuff falls to the ground in a pile, and then the cat also gets covered in it, and that's actually how you get the flower, because you get covered in it. And then you go back to the squirrel with your flower and say, look, I found the stuff. So today is about making this animation, and then I need to make the interaction thingy for using this thing with this thing. You see currently it just says mallet time and then nothing happens. So need to do that. Yeah. So there's a couple of different things I need to do here. First I need to start Aseprite. And this is my little flower tree. I need to separate the white stuff from the branches and stuff, which I should be able to do. I should be able to select a color range. Select color range, this range, yes. Cut that out. Maybe I just paste it in a new layer. Yeah. I think that's fine. Okay, maybe I'll take all this stuff over to a new file instead. It's actually easier to animate it when I'm in here, because I know where the ground is. So I probably animate this like being in this little mode here. So we're just gonna do that. So you hit it with the mallet, the club you have here. You hit it with it, and then Diana hit the boom arm. So then all the flour on it is supposed to sort of, maybe it shakes a bit first, and then it all falls down quickly. So it's sort of like a animation with some anticipation or something. Maybe actually say that it's hit somewhere here. Maybe the whole tree could shake a bit, and then it. So maybe I'll do that. So maybe this whole thing will be like, it actually animates the whole thing. But anyways, so. And I'm just gonna freestyle this a bit. I'm not the best animator. I'm just trying to learn, essentially. But that doesn't stop me. Okay, so you hit it here. And then you hit it somewhere here. What will happen then? It will sway slightly to the side. So we're on the second frame now. That's too much, man. So it's like a shockwave almost that goes through it. this. Maybe. Actually, it should. When you should probably get a bit compressed here and bulges out a bit down here. Oh, I'm drawing in the wrong frame. Easy mistake. You undo things. It's easy to end up in the wrong frame. So do like that. Maybe it's extremely looks like it got hips suddenly. Yeah, that's a bit too much. My tree got hips. It's gonna feel a bit almost what's the game called? Day of the Tentacle, where everything is very wobbly and funny. And then this stuff goes away. This stuff sort of propagates down into the, maybe it flexes back a bit. This goes like this. So I will color this tree and stuff more later. But right now I'm trying to get the, main shape of it and stuff. Something like that. Maybe I should just do like this actually. We do like that. Yeah, blob 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 blob. Blob 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 blob. Wait. I started to draw. I drew that in the second. Yeah, so we can do some stuff up here. I drew some stuff in the layer 5 and then I immediately removed it. Hello, anyone watching? I am just trying to do a quick animation of this tree. Supposed to, in the game, smack it with a mallet and then it's supposed to propagate it out some shockwave and then all this white stuff is supposed to fall down. It really looks like it's filled with water, like a water bed that wobbles. So I think you hit it sort of here somewhere. It's gonna be a funny animation. I accidentally drew a bit in the... I can clean it up later. I accidentally drew in the other layer, which is the white stuff. Let's see. Where am I? When animating, it's very easy to get a bit slightly lost. Like you very much need to be in the zone and just like moving pixels around. Oh. Someone's gonna look at this and be like, he's just drawing stuff and then immediately removing them from the same frame. It's true, because that's what I mean by that. So you sometimes get lost, when you're animating. I just draw something and then I look at something else for 2 seconds and then I look back to the other side of the tree and then I realize I haven't put. Then I realize I think I'm gonna do the next frame, and then I erase the stuff I just already put there. So then I have to redo it again or something like that. This is how shockwaves work, by the way. Everybody knows this. This is how they look. This is how... Yeah, so here we need to remove this stuff. So now it has sort of propagated out into the white part here. And this one has propagated out also. You can go in, remove that, like that maybe. Play it. It looks like it doesn't even look like a shockwave. It looks like it's full of water and blobbing. But I'm happy if it just does anything for a first pass. The important part is that I will somehow be able to get the white stuff to fall down. You know what? It's much easier to do this when you don't draw and then erase. Look, I should just, when I have a base like this, I should just, you know, duplicate it up instead. The first frame and just paint in the difference for each frame. Because this was much easier. The things you learn. And then I go here. Go here. Those have propagated out now. So in this frame, this stuff is gone again. I should just duplicate this a few times now. That's the thing with pixel art animation. It's not. You can just try it and just do naive things, and it will. At least you will get somewhere. If you try to do 3D animation and do like, oh, I need to make the model, and then I need to put the bones in it, and then I need to do the what's like the skinning, and then I need to do animations and stuff. And you probably will never get past making the 3D model. Pixel art, you just draw any funny old shape and then you do the frames and start changing it up, and it will be nice. Yeah. Here I have some stuff to clean up in all the frames. I accidentally forgot to remove some stuff over here before I duplicated all the frames. Let's see. So the biggest challenges for me in making this game is there's two. The biggest challenge is of course making a game and shipping it, and I think the second most is I've done some, you know, static pixel art before, but doing pixel art with animations, it's a bit of a challenge, because I have like done one tiny pixel animation in my life before trying to do this game. So it's a learning experience. You can have a little blob out here. It disappears again. Yes. And now when we get here, Then all this stuff should maybe, let's see. So you get here, and now like I'm thinking is like this is a shockwave, and this blob here goes inside here. So now this whole thing just wobbles a bit and then falls down. So we just change it a bit like that, maybe. Maybe it wobbles a bit like that. Wobbles a bit like this. So I'm trying to do more or less everything in this game myself, which has always been, you know, a funny goal of mine, to be able to do games myself. I haven't done any music yet, but I can play some guitar and piano, so hopefully I can at least do something with that. So I hope it's gonna be fun. Let's try making this one fall down, because I need something to happen now. Actually, I think what's gonna happen is this shockwaves go around and all of them wobble a bit, and then it all falls very quickly all at once. Sort of like how it looks in the funny movies. So what we'll do is here, this one also. Wait, am I drawing in the wrong layer again? No, I'm not. Very good. Well, okay, there are some things from the other layer. I'm gonna move these. Aseprite, the color range. I like this is a very good tool, and then I'm in the wrong layer. I wonder if I somehow can do an edit in all frames at once. I think I've done this before. I did something like that maybe, because I want to, maybe that doesn't make any sense. No, it doesn't really make any sense, but it would be nice to select something, copy it out, then go to the other layer and paste it in. But that's just, oops. That's only gonna happen in the first layer, is it? Because if we hide this one again, yeah. Well, we'll clean that up later. What I did see here was that I have drawn these things in the wrong layer. So I just go in here, cut and paste. Cut this, go up here and paste it. Cut that, go up here and paste it. Is everything okay now? That's better. That's better. And in this one we still have, yeah, it's not too hard to fix it by just going over the frames like this. Yeah, I should save this as a source file. I have my source data here. It has all the frames stuff now. Let's see, on Discord here someone has written something. Dun 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 dun. Oh, I have messed something up. Then I was cutting around. Okay, now it's fine. I know why. I moved stuff. Should be like this. Fumble, fumble. Okay. Yeah, what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna do this differently. Lasso tool. Take this stuff, go here, delete, paste. Okay, we're gonna do this a bit differently. Gonna do something like this, and then like that. What is there? Fumble, fumble. Aha, I see what happened. Here we go. Just a bit messy today. This stuff I will do like that. Blah, 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 blah. So I'm thinking this shockwave goes and sort of gets to the middle of this thing somehow, and then it all falls down somehow. So yeah, so that's that one. That does a little wobble. Now we can do, for example, this one. It's a little wobbly, wobble wobble, something like that. And then this one also needs a little wobble wobble. Whoops, I did too much at once. Something like that. That's too much. And then like this maybe, like that, like that. Wait, did I just paint twice in the same frame? Boop, boop. Funny, funny business. And then this one can do a bit of wobbling now. It's gonna look pretty funny. Yeah, let's fill up with some frames here. So I have something to work with. Now we can do this one. People. This is called the animating by blobbing things. And let's see, there's that one. Haven't missed any? No. Okay, that's good. Good start. And then at this, now everything will fall down. And it will, how to do that nicely. Clone up some frames here. Let it sit for 2 frames. And then it all starts falling. Now do the bottom ones first. Falling is just taking off some stuff, putting on some stuff beneath and taking off some stuff at the top. It's quite exciting to do this, and then you put it into the game, and it's all very, very silly. And that's the most fun part, when it gets very silly. The weird thing about games is that many people want to make games, but then they are like, I don't know what to do, because you could make anything. So it's very paralyzed. You get this analysis paralysis where you're like, oh, well, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna end up not doing anything. But here I am having a flower tree, which things fall off. So I'm happy I'm at least doing something. Yeah, I'm gonna remove these frames after. I mean, I don't know much about animation. This is the weird thing where sometimes I like having a base that I can tweak. Like when I did the shock waves around, it was nice to have cloned frames and tweak. But when I do the falling animation, then I realize I don't. Then I want to move the frames each. Like I want to always use the previous frame for the next frame. Yeah, so I'm gonna remove all these frames afterwards. Yeah, like that. And we just take the next one. So now the new frame will have this one as start. We start from the bottom. Maybe I use a slightly smaller brush. This one is good. You see here if it needs to move quite quickly for it to feel like falling. But in the beginning it can be like a slightly like and then in the bending. Just blobbing around with my tree. I need to make sounds while animating, otherwise it won't work. Take away that stuff, and then there's gonna be gaps here and there because I realized I didn't draw in the behind, like the backside, but I can draw in that afterwards, like the if you look like this there, I never drew in the branches behind, but that's fine. Have I changed all of them now? Yes. Okay, maybe now it starts getting more aggressive. I will move more per frame so that there's a quick falling motion. So now I do like this, and I just see that's a bit more aggressive. And then maybe when things fall fast, maybe they become slightly more drop shaped. Like they... Oh, I hit the boomer again. Dong! It's like a gong gong, something's gonna... The ominous gong gong. No, what I was saying, yeah, maybe they squeeze together a bit also when they fall. But this is not rain, so who knows? Today I've been investigating why my game runs slower on my laptop. Well, it's not weird because my laptop has the worst. It has like 2 graphics cards. It has one nice NVIDIA card, and then it has one integrated. But I want this game to be sort of low end so it can run on cheap computers. But it's running a bit unusually slow. So I've been investigating that. It might just be that when... Wait, am I not moving enough distance? I don't think so. Aggressiver. What's I saying? Yeah, that just clearing the frame on my laptop was like, without drawing anything at all. I mean, that was like 7 milliseconds of frame time. So I was like, But it seemed to be related to the size of the back buffer, which is the drawing surface behind the scenes. It's because if I made the resolution higher, then it got... the frame time got longer. I could get like 2 milliseconds frame time by having a tiny window, and then I made it very big, then it was like 10 milliseconds. And it's not drawing anything. So I'm like, is this how crappy mobile, crappy graphics cards are? Or is it something else that's wrong? So I need to investigate that a bit more. I'm gonna make like a tiny application that doesn't do anything. Pull out, just like do an OpenGL sort of like, just flip the frame buffer, see what happens. Trying to be a bit more aggressive with how fast it drops. See here, yeah, that's good enough. And then we just, now you go all the way down here, you go. Some people would maybe, some people would maybe mark this and move it down. I don't know, I just like the blobbiness of it when it, as long as you don't change the shape too much in between frames, then it won't look too bad. Like it's weird if things just like teleport, you know, like they like change shape completely. Then it just looks like your graphic is just shaking instead of moving. We'll see how this looks. Move more like this. Start shouting at my pixels. Bigger brush. And this one, we'll just go into this one now and remove that, and then we do like this. And then this one moves all the way down here. It's quite a worst case. If it's too far, I can put in an in-between frame, and yeah, that might see. It will see 23 frames. I usually like all the like walking cycles and stuff. It's just 4 frames. We have like the cat's normal walking cycle. It's just 4 frames, but these special animations tend to be like 1,000,000 frames. I think the most complicated player animation I have is the I think it's this one, which is this is 14 frames, and it happens when you climb up like this. Anyways, something is happening here. Things are falling. Okay, this is where it's all gonna land. So this one is like gonna be semi on the ground now, and then I'm gonna try to make. It's also important to make it so that it sort of falls on the ground and then poofs back up a bit, I guess. So this one will just really start merging with this one now. Remove all that crap. To this one here, maybe. By the way, I'm doing this with a mouse. I have never done pixel art with a tablet. It's probably gonna, my wrist is probably gonna fall off someday. I still don't have any pain in my wrist, but people say they get these carpal tunnel things. We'll see. But maybe I should get myself a new. I used to have a Wacom once upon a time. Then I didn't use it forever. I gave it away. I don't know why I gave it away. It cost like 4,000 crowns. 4,000 Swedish crowns. That's like $400, I guess. I just multiply and divide by 10, even though it's never correct anymore. This one splashes out a bit, and this one is coming down, and this one is like that, and this one is coming here. It's not that wide, it's more like this. Remove. It's nice when in the direction the motion is going, then I do the bottom first because it's falling downwards. Otherwise, if I move the top first, then it would move into the thing below before I've been able to animate the thing below. And then I get sad. So we do like that. Okay. Okay, this one needs to preserve its size, its look a bit more. And then you get like this weird, like here's a weird static, this part here where the mouse is now. So I just blob that out a bit. Okay, more frames. This one blobs out a bit like that. This one is gonna be like this now, and it's barely up anymore, and this one is down here. This is like this. And this one goes, it's maybe starting to merge like that. You know, when things fall, usually they would fall faster and faster because of the acceleration of gravity. But I guess a big cloud of flour also reaches terminal velocity very quickly. But yeah. Splash it out a bit. This one is like here now, maybe. and then bleh. So excited to put this into the game. So that just 25 frames, longest animation in the game. Maybe it will be too slow, the falling, then I have to remove in between frames or reduce some of the frames. We'll see. Can also I don't support right now like selective speed ups. Like what I mean by that is in Aseprite you could set different frame times per frame. Currently all my animations must have like, it's this speed, this frame, this animation, this whole, all of the frames pass. I should probably make it so that I can import this one. This is good, this is good, this is the one I just made changes too much at once. I'm gonna scrap this frame and redo it. What was I saying? Yeah, I don't have support for doing per frame varying frame time, so to speak. But maybe I should add that. Then I need to export from Aseprite some metadata, like JSON files or something that contain this information. Yeah. Oop. And now maybe this flattens out a bit. This is like this. Maybe this one comes down like that a bit. Like that. Like that maybe. And then so we do like this. Okay, let's maybe I'm I should probably make it so that it moves a tiny bit afterwards, because this and that, and then it squashes. I didn't make this image very wide, I realize, but maybe I'll just use that limitation. Fuck, I had changed the wrong layer, the wrong frame. Yeah, here's 26, here's 27. This one we flatten out a bit. And then we let it bounce back a bit. Like this maybe. It's just some movement afterwards because things are settling in the pile of flour and stuff. And also when we get to sort of here, maybe things should let's try playing it first. Poof. It doesn't fall quite fast enough, but actually maybe the whole animation isn't quite fast enough. Constant frame rate. And then I say frame duration 50 milliseconds, maybe. Ah. 75. Poof. Okay. Guess that's good. That's good. Let's be happy with that for now. And try to put it into the game and trigger it somehow. We're just gonna start by putting it into the game and having some way to trigger animation in the world. It's not gonna do anything yet. How wide is this? I realize I might. This is the first time. It's so bizarrely wide, this animation. So look at this and look at the size of it. It's like 3,500 pixels in the. So I might need to do something like split it up into columns or something. I think this computer will handle it, so I can fix that later, I think. But yeah, it's a giant thing. Let's put it in here. Yeah, that one we can replace. Export. Then we go back to the game. And if we do this now, then this is wrong because it's the wrong. I need to say that this is an animated object. And then I need to go, where is it? There it is. Then I need to say how many frames? 28. The frame time is 0 currently. 0. What did I say? 75. And then, yeah, of course, I need to fill in the. Let's do that actually. We can do that. Is this when is the last change? Here is the last change. Okay. At this point, let's just go into this one and fill in the branches. So we do something like this maybe. That maybe. So then I'm gonna have to clone that up to the different frames. Then we go here, put this like that, put this like that. Yeah, and over here we also need something. Maybe like this. This is how trees work. I promise. Especially flower trees. That's where the flower comes from. Okay. I think I can somehow link this frame to all these. See if I can figure that out. If I'm not wrong, I can do like this. And I right click this one and say link cells. And then what the hell did I? Oh wait, I did something weird. Did something weird, didn't I? Yeah. I don't care that I mean, this stuff is not present in the frames before, but since this will be in front at that point, so I just drew it in at the end, so I can duplicate it up. This, I'm in Aseprite. It's weird. I can shift click like this, but then I think, you see, it links that one and that one. I want to select this one and all of the ones in between, but I can't. I don't know how to do that. I'm like, how do I when I'm at this one, go here and it selects all the plops in between? I can't. I'm like, no. This is hold down shift, then it does this. Can I? No. Yeah, it's just, maybe it's like this. You drag, maybe. Wait. Ah. Here I was with my cool shift key. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Export sprite sheet. For the blobs were there when I refreshed the texture, so it just like looked that they magically appeared. Poof. Okay, that's good. Happy with that. We start here. Yeah, there's a bug currently in the game that if you... Can I fix this somehow? I have to replace this one. Let me... Like that, maybe. Dum-ba-dum-ba-dum. And now we need to make sure that animation starts in a stopped state. So we go back to my game object editor and I say start paused. Go back to the game. Now it all looks like it was before. But this is actually an animation that's not updating. It's just stuck on the first frame. So then I can pick this up. And now, instead of this guy saying mallet time, I want to play the animation when I click on it. So I have some code somewhere here. This is the code that's run when the flower tree is hit. When you use any item with the flower tree, this function is called. If it's not a mallet, then it uses the default item handler, which is this. So the cat will just say something appropriate depending on which item it is. But if it is the mallet, then the cat will say this. So we need to find this guy some... Wait, yeah, because the face and the tree is actually two separate entities. The face is the NPC you can talk to here. You can talk to the NPC. So what we need to do is to maybe give this one a tag. I'm gonna Let's call him a flower tree. There you go. And then here we say find entity with tag. Yeah, as they say, dot flower tree. Is this an entity handle? Okay. Then I need to say, okay, if what I will do here is I will get entity ft and I will say it's animated object. So it's getting this tree here. The face is a separate object. And then let's look at animated object. I can just go here, playing. I can flip to true and then I think it will play. Oh yeah, needs to be a like that maybe. So you can talk to it still, blah blah blah. Egg. The only problem now is that the animation loops, but there's a one-shot thing on animations. One shot here. I'll probably just say like this. One shot equals true. One shot meaning that it only plays once. Bloop. Poof. And there you go. I mean, he was sad before, it's still sad. I'm gonna do some slight, I can do that later. Some slight annoying things in the, okay. Something I realize I want that's gonna cause problem now is that I want this thing to be in a layer. I might have to separate the leaves from the tree because I want the cat to be like disappear in it because that's funnier. So you get, and then when you walk out of it, you're just covered in it, so you just change color completely. So that's maybe a bit. Maybe I'll just, can I export them as separate? Split layers. You can do like this also. Actually, what I can do, if I'm a bit lazy here, I think the animated object, no, yeah, the ft anim layer equals 10. You can do like that also. It's probably gonna work. Good. Let's see here. Bam. Poof. Yeah, that's what. The only thing now is you're behind the tree. This is what I don't like. I would like it to be if you jump here, you're still in front of the tree, but you're. Maybe I'll separate them later at some point. Okay. I think you can't hit it again. That's good. And you see the face disappeared now. Yeah, and I need to separate them right now, I think. I need to separate them. Oh, well, let's just do it. Also, nothing happens in the tree. Ah, crap, there are some of these guys. I'm in the wrong layer. There are some of these guys. I need to move up here. Is there a hotkey for color range? Not by default. This doesn't say so. No, now there's no. Okay. Yeah, I'm just thinking that I can somehow put this guy as one layer. Hey. Frames. Okay, so I want to export these frames. Export. Yeah. No, wait. Yes, here. Selected frames. I'm just a bit annoyed that only this one has the branches now, that I split them up into two. But we'll see. So we put that one there. And when does this one? Because I'm a bit lazy, I'm gonna take all this, even though it doesn't move in the beginning, so the timing is correct. I'm gonna put flower tree. What's this called? Flower. No, flower, like the flower tree foliage. Okay, good. Yeah, so now that one is messed up, but that's expected. How many frames was it? 13? Yeah, good. Then I need to make a new one, also an animated object. I think the problem here now is that I can't see my... There it is. Num frames. This one is like 37. No, not that one. This one, I mean. Woo! 36. Okay, how many is it? 28. I know. I have no idea why I thought it was 36. Okay. So now there's separate objects. Both should start paused. Good. Now you go back here. This guy's all alone without his... He's on layer 0. That's okay. We will take all this stuff, put it at like layer 10, and then try to This must be how it... Must have been like that. Then these guys are also of type flower tree. And then I will have to then I will fetch several entities here instead. And then I don't change the layer because the layer is correct now. Yeah, now I can jump like this and it's all good. It is all good. Well, I was thinking if there should be a little dialogue here or something. This one gets angry, starts screaming even more. And the cat just like, sorry, and then it leaves. And I also need to fix so that the cat gets colored. Like I need to make somehow change the color of this one to this stuff. I think. Yeah. What to do next? I know what I need to do. Set a progress flag that has smacked flower tree. Then in this flower tree item handler, we need to set progress. That's how you do it, right? Yes. And then we can do something like this. Go to the dialog editor, find a flower tree, and then we can add in a new node somewhere here. That's like to compile so I get my new progress flag. There you go, smack flower tree, not both. So if you have done that, then it would be like, what have you done? They say, sorry, gotta go. Silly cat. Let's see if that works. So now, if I talk to this one, just says stuff. Pick that up. I'm always trying to pick things up. Bam. And change the dialogue. And then now this one is sad with me. Okay. I'm like weirdly annoyed, but if you look at how it looks, at this point the face is has a bit more margin here, and after you smack it, I haven't left enough space over here. So I just need to go into all the frames and add some pixels here. like I did that weirdly now. Make it flexes a bit to the side, then it needs to unflex a bit, then it comes like this, and then it's something like this. Also this stuff looks a bit weird. I wonder if I can just... Oh yeah, I just need to get to this frame and then it's all linked. So that I can do manually. And then something similar on this side. It's weird. I would like to like copy a region of this and replace a region in other frames, but only like down here because there's still things animating up top. But I'm not sure how to do that. Okay, like that. Now we export this to this one. Wait, I think I did it incorrectly. Usually I use the repeat last export, but for once I have the problem that I've split it up. So, and oh, I need to select some frames. Output flower tree selected frames. Okay. Maybe now. Yeah. That's fine for now. Looks a bit funny there, but the graphic stuff doesn't have to be perfect now. I will do a pass later where I fix that. So now he is angry. What have you done? And one thing I can do here, I think, is that I can trigger that dialogue automatically, but just that it's screaming. You don't even have to press like the button to continue. I can put it in an auto play mode. Because this is the flower tree here, so I should be able to start dialogue. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I can just do this. Start dialogue with this entity, which I know is the tree. And then it has the dialogue on it already. So this should just work. I want it to be delayed. How to delay? I have a thing for delaying. I think. Can I? No, wait, I don't have a thing for delaying because the only times I've delayed is by using splines. So when a spline finishes it. I have one way to do, like when a spline finishes, it can use another usable, and then it can have a chain of reactions. But I actually don't have any way to do it with this guy. I wonder what the best way is. Let's try to figure it out. I should just have a delay somehow. Because this function I can't just wait or anything in here. I must like make something that delays it. Let's see here. Usable. Because these guys Let's see, so in the world I could these interactables. Update, game update. Do I loop over all the play mode update? Do I loop over all the usables? Because in that case I could make a timed one. Or maybe I just do like a delayed event actually. Yeah, that's better, I think. So I can do like struct delayed event struct. It has an event, and then it has what's that even? And then it has a delay, right? And then I can make an event that now I'm confused. Why don't my events have any data? My events are just like names currently. It would be nice if I could have an event that's like, start talking to this thing, and then it says on it who are you gonna talk to. But this is just an enum. It's not like a union or anything. Many small problems in problem land. This one is not used, I think. Okay, let's do one thing at a time. We're gonna do first here is I'm gonna commit this to my commit all these things, and it's gonna be like flower tree animation. Good. And then we're gonna turn event into a union. And then we don't need a none. We're just gonna have event cat enter rocket. It's a struct. All these gonna be empty structs. I don't think. Do I trigger events from the editor ever? No. That's good, because then there's no date. These are never serialized currently, so I don't have any data to migrate. These guys, that one, and that one. So you have all these. So now we're gonna have lots of compiler errors. Has event occurred? Okay, maybe this will be problematic. Currently just asks, like, has an event with this of this name occurred. It was like just simple things like that. Maybe the best way here is to just have them as enums. To have like an event type. And these are lots of these are like old prototypey things. So I just need to for many of these I need to I will remove them. Maybe they need to be generalized a bit or something. Because I'm thinking maybe we can have like event data, and then we say that that's event type, an array with, you can make an array like this that says, wait, what am I saying here? Event data. I was thinking if you can do stuff like this, and I can match these up. Nah, that's not good either. How often is this has event occurred used? A few times. Okay, let's maybe try doing it like this. Did I? Oh yeah, I undid all that. So put these guys back here. Get egg. Blah blah blah. And I can remove this, and I can put these guys in like this. See if I can fix this. Has event occurred? Okay. Just then we say type is a and then we say if, can I do like union type, union variant type ID, union variant type ID of E equals T. Return, and then we don't return this, then we return an event. We return the whole event, so you can use the data. And otherwise it returns nil, because I think you can have a nil event. So then we just do like this. Maybe that works. Wait, I think did I type that weirdly? Has event occurred? Yeah, this is supposed to be like this, and then this is supposed to be a type ID, and then I'm supposed to do this, I think. Let me see. Where union yeah, I don't think I can do this in a nice way right now. I've been discussing in the Odin Discord some ways to have like intrinsics to be able to do like that you, for example, use when you generate generic functions. But I mean, this will probably work. It's just that it's a bit weird. Okay, here are all the events. See if this is a good idea or not. Because when I do this, I will be able to associate data with each event, which might be good. Oh, I do serialize something with an event. Ah, hell. Oh yeah, there is a node in the dialog system to trigger events. Wah, wah. I'm gonna try, have to think a bit. I think yeah, I'm gonna undo this for now. This is often how I program. I just do something and I'm like, it doesn't feel good. Then I change it back. Till I find something I'm happy with. So what I wanted to do was have a delayed event, but then I also want an event that says start dialogue. And then I want to say which entity is the target for this thing. And then it starts a dialogue with that one, but then I need some data on each event. It's not a complicated problem, it's just that, you know, when you fit it in with your old code, it gets a bit messy sometimes. Yeah. I'm gonna try to figure this out later. For now I will make an event that's called like talk to flower tree. It's very this is what I want, like start dialogue. That's what I want, right? But I will figure that out later. Write it down so I have it's not a union, it's an enum. And then down here I say case dot talk to flower tree, and then we need to, this guy needs a tag in the case. Then I can do find entity with tag dot flower tree face, and then I can do like if, and this is a handle, if entity get entity raw e is not nil, then I can say start dialogue e dot dialogue, yeah, and e dot dialog ID is not 0. Dialog ID. And then I do like that. So I do like that. And I can start the dialog. So now I can trigger this event, and then I just need to delay the triggering of it. Send event. So this should all do the same thing currently, but then I will try to delay it. I will add in the code for delayed events. Yeah, so that still happens. Let's just say delayed event, and then we say 2 seconds. Send event, okay. Send delayed event, delay F32. See here, next event. It's a dynamic list of do like this, timed events or delayed events. So we append to delayed events, add delayed event with event is E and time is delay. I think that's, maybe it's called delay. Yeah, that compiles. So then we just need to, in each play mode update, we need to do this for the in gmail.delayed events. Then we need to say, like, we can do like this, and de.delay minus equals dt, so it shrinks by the amount of time. If de.delay is less or equals to 0, then we did not see this stuff. We do like this. We do this before and throw it into append gmem.next events de.event, and then we just need to remove this one. Or unordered remove from the delayed event. Events, get the index. It's always a question. I mean, this is not so good to do in a loop, you know, remove something from a list, because it's gonna miss processing this one. What you usually do is use a for loop, and you can step the index back again, so it reprocesses that one. Let's do that. I don't know how else to do it, really. You can also put them in a separate list and remove all of them afterwards. Or you can like break in here, then you can only remove once per frame, but it will never go bad. There's a bunch of different ways, but yeah, so now this one goes back one on the index, so it will, since unordered remove swaps the last one in to the place where the current one is. Since it does that, then we just move the index back one, so it reprocesses the one that we just swapped in instead of this one. Okay. This one is a ampersand. Okay. Now, if everything, all the code was written correctly. Yeah, it worked. Sorry, gotta go. You run. Then I wanted the cat to become covered in flour, but maybe I should just give you an item instead for now. It's quite fun if it gets covered in flour, but it's a bit, then I must make an animation that I can tint or make a separate animation that has the different color or something. Who knows? Yeah, let's add. Oh, I already have a pickup type for it. How does it look? Pickup item. Okay. Enable, and somewhere here it assigns the there is no entity type for it. There's just a pickup type. Shouldn't stop me though. Let me see here. I don't need an entity type for that. Oh yeah, now I remember where it is. It's sort of here. Yeah, here it goes over all the actions. And then I'm just wondering, where is the graphics for the, there is a pickup called flower, but I'm like, where's the graphics for that one? Use item. Yeah, here it is. That. So I just need to add something here. That one doesn't exist, I think. Let's make a 8x8 pixel pile of flour like that. Put it here. Recompile. What happens when it recompiles is not just that it runs this file. It runs a separate program first that looks through for all PNGs and generates this file, which has a list of all textures in the game, so it can use an enum to find them. And then I use that to so it can load the PNG, and I only load it, like load is essentially that compile time loads the picture in. I only do that in the release mode. When I play in the editor, I load the images manually, but in release mode I bundle all the images into the exe, which this will do, because it will just load the file. So this file is generated by this program that runs as part of my build step. And that's why when you add a PNG, there is a new value in this enum that appears. This one appeared because of the flower.png. And then I can fetch that texture. But that also makes it so that it ends up in the final release build of the game. Okay. So now I want to give myself this. Give pick up item. Okay, picking up an item is very simple. Just add to this thing here. What's it called? The flower tree item handler. So here I can say emem.inventory.items, and I can say I want to have a flower. And then nothing works. No. Okay. Yeah. Let's see if I get a new. I got 2. Oh, I can hold it down and get many. Get progress. Has smacked flower tree. Then just return here instead. Then I know that already happened. Let's see. It happened twice though. Oh, because I did it inside the loop here. It did lots of these things. I don't know why I'm doing things in here. You see, this is inside the loop. This should not. It should be like this. This is just for starting animations. It has nothing to do with set progress and send event and blah blah blah. Yeah, now I got just the one. What have you done? Sorry, gotta go. Stupid cat. And yeah. Actually, that's not true. It needs flower. So I'm trying to use. You can use different items with different things. And that's exactly what the squirrel wants. It wants flower. What are the ingredients? Where can I find flower? Yeah. And now I should be able to go to the dialogue of the squirrel and be like, add conditions here. I can add this. If I do not have flower, then this one appears. And then there's another thing here. Here's the butter. Here's the I found your flower. I found flower, and that requires that you have this item, so otherwise you can't choose that. Yep. And then if you do choose that, then it does a take item flower. These connectors, I need to fix this code. You see, they should be, this one should be here, this one should be on this line, and this one should be, yeah, they should be on the same line as where that choice starts. Yeah, and then it will take the butter from you. I found flower, then it disappeared. Yeah. Dum ba dum ba dum. Okay, but what I need to try to figure out until next time is I need to think about the entity stuff. No, the event stuff, I mean, so that I can have delayed events, and the events can maybe contain some data, so I can do like more cool stuff like start dialogues with anything. I want it to be a bit more useful than like having these hard-coded events. And stuff. So that's what I will do next time. Oh well, that's fun. I was looking forward to making that animation and stuff. This is all gonna be good. We'll see if I get a little spurt of inspiration and make it so that the cat gets covered in flour. Because in that case, maybe I might not even have the inventory item. You might just go to the squirrel covered in flour and he will somehow scrape it off you or something. But yeah, I think that's that for today. And yeah, I will continue trying to hook all these things up and fix some of the issues I ran into today to make sure everything, all the gameplay comes in nicely. Anyways, have a nice evening or day wherever you are.